well as all of our amazing participants. This is absolutely unreal to me, and all the energy, and I am so thankful that I get to be a part of this, and thank you for having me. I'm so honored to be named this year's Walk for Hope Patient Ambassador. The club membership. I belong to a unique club where 1 out of 3 people in the U.S. belong. It's a membership nobody wants to be a part of, that you cannot quit from, and I don't want you to be a member of. It all started on a gloomy morning in March 2011. I found a harmless lump under my arm. I met with my doctor. The blood panel came back negative, but she ordered a mammogram and an ultrasound as a precaution. That weekend, I ran the Napa Valley Marathon, trying to qualify for the world-renowned Boston Marathon. I trained hard, ate well, slept well, didn't smoke, didn't do drugs. I felt so healthy and indestructible. The result, I qualified. I was on cloud 9. Discipline, determination, and drive, as my father would say. Never worried, never scared. I followed up on the results of my scans. I was now a marathon runner. I was too healthy to be sick. I was waiting for the radiologist to come and tell me, all clear, have a nice day. But instead, he came and told me that I needed to have a biopsy. Now I was scared. What was wrong? I went in for the biopsy results with my mother, pacing, nervous, waiting. Then the news came. I was crushed. Kandace, I'm sorry, but you have stage 2 breast cancer. I said, that's not possible. I'm only 30 years old. I just ran the best marathon of my life. Then it hit me. My path of life was forever changed. I had no idea what was going to be happening to me, but I knew in my soul I was going to live. Discipline, determination, and drive. In the months to follow, with my surgeon and oncologist team, I underwent a lumpectomy, removing 17 lymph nodes, 7 of which were cancerous, 12 rounds of chemotherapy, a blood transfusion, capillary leakage in my lungs, 38 rounds of radiation, 3 lymphedema treatments on my arm each week, years of physical and hormone therapy, and many complications and side effects. I didn't recognize myself in the mirror. I was now a club member. I was knocked down over and over again, but I always stood up and brushed myself off. Failure was not an option. As the months of treatment were further and further behind me, I became stronger, physically, mentally, emotionally. I had a great support system. In fact, I still do. I began working full-time, traveling and living life again. I was strong. I was going to live. I had a new reality. I was a young breast cancer survivor. I reached my 5-year cancer-free anniversary, and we had a party with family, friends, and clients to rejoice such a milestone. In September of 2016, Over 5 years later, we found a lump in my chest. I wasn't concerned given my PET scan 6 months earlier, but I knew it needed to be addressed. One can't imagine the level of my anxiety waiting for the results of this scan. The doctor called. I answered the phone praying for good news. Hi, Kandace, this is the doctor. I'm sorry. Your cancer is back and you have tumors all throughout your body. I hung up the phone, staring into nothing. I threw myself on the floor next to Lulu, my golden retriever, and had a meltdown. How can this be happening to me yet again? I scheduled an appointment with Dr. James Wiseman at the City of Hope and knew he and the hospital would guide me into remission. Dr. Wiseman made me feel safe. He was direct and thorough. I would be on oral chemotherapy and shots to create remission for life. Since my cancer was estrogen positive, I also made the decision to have my ovaries removed. An emotional decision, but it was the best decision for my body and for my life. Being diagnosed 2 times as a young female is hard to imagine, and even harder to imagine that it would come back the second time after I won the first round. I often wonder why me, but I always go back to the recognition that cancer is an indiscriminate serial killer without a conscience or morality. I am a positive person and believe the glass is half full. I continue healthy nutrition and exercise habits. I travel the world more, enjoy extra time with my family and friends, and feel very fulfilled in my career because I get to help people like you. Maybe I was meant to have this journey to help others who are going to be walking in my shoes. Maybe I was meant to have this journey to learn to love myself with compassion and grace. Maybe the decision I made, whatever the obstacle or hardship, was reason in itself. Thank you all for being here. A big special compliment to Dr. Wiseman, his nurses, and the City of Hope team. If not for the discipline, determination, and drive City of Hope has to treat and cure cancer, it may not be standing before you today. Every club member is unique, and so is the connection they have with their doctor. I choose to be positive. I believe in hope because hope springs eternal. I believe in the triumph of hope over past experiences. I used to have long-term goals. Now I have short-term goals. I used to think I was a survivor of cancer, but now I believe I am and will be conqueror of cancer. Finally, this event, the Walk for Hope, is very meaningful to me and really important to the City of Hope family. Thank you for all your participation, your prayers. Together, we dream. Together, we hope. Together, we win. Before I finish, I just want to take a moment to call up Dr. Wiseman. I am so very proud of him for his well-deserved recognition as one of the Walk for Hope's inaugural medical honorees. I am incredibly grateful for his medical expertise, his guidance, his compassion, his friendship. Dr. Wiseman. Thank you very much.